I'm here with Ulrike Seminati out of the PMP process that we did together. And would you please tell our audience, Ulrike, thank you very much for taking the time, first of all. Would you please tell our audience a little bit about what you do?
So I am a coach who is helping female leaders to thrive. And I want that female leaders step into their power, into their authenticity, and that they are the true person who they are inside of themselves, so that they can step up and become a charismatic leader who has lots of followers and who has an easy life to inspire their teams.
Nice. Very nicely said. So before we started the PMP process, what were your thoughts? So why did you want to do this with me?
I was struggling in finding the right angle for my business. I had a lot of different programs. I knew that I wanted to do something for leadership development, and then I also narrowed it down to female leaders, but it wasn't clear what exactly is the product. And I was just not able myself to sharpen this message.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of coaches are struggling with this because you're a little bit stuck inside your own business and you don't see your strong assets. Okay, so what happened during the process?
So during the process, first of all, when you pitched to me my PMP, where it was clear what this is, it became suddenly a bunch of fluffy ideas became a systematic approach. Mm-hmm. So something that people can really understand, they can really follow, and it is attractive for left and right brain people at the same time, because there's this structure, but at the same time there are all these more emotional parts of it where you want to achieve something in a more visionary lifestyle mm-hmm. and visionary career. And I like this a lot, and that made for me a huge difference, because suddenly I was able to narrow down my vocabulary around what I'm doing, and to be very clear on what are also smaller and previous programs. So it helps me really to put in to develop my whole funnel from the smallest and cheapest or even free product up to the high-end product. And this was before not possible, or let's say it was, but it was very large, so large that nobody really knew what exactly is she doing. Is she a career coach? Is she a self-development coach? Is she a self-confidence coach? What is she doing? Mm-hmm. And now this is much clearer, makes a big difference.
Okay, very nice. And you have some concrete results to show for as well.
Yeah, so the first 5 calls which I did with potential customers were really successful, because 4 out of the 5 are happy to start with me a process. So it's not that I bought a huge package immediately and was very easy, but for me it was a completely different sales experience, first of all, because I followed a planned way of saying things, and that worked out very well. And this made it suddenly pretty easy to sell this. And now I have 4 people out of 5 who already booked their dates in my agenda. Start in a few weeks, and I'm really curious now how this goes as well. But it's a true pleasure to see how when you hit exactly the right audience, how then the right product automatically works. So that's what I've experienced with these 5 calls, because 2 out of them were on spot in terms of audience, and there it hit fully. It was very easy. I could see in their eyes like, wow, this is fantastic. I absolutely want this. Mm-hmm. And that was for me a totally new experience. And that made me realize that before, most of the time I probably spoke about the wrong thing to the wrong people, not exactly the wrong thing, but not exactly the right thing. And that's the difference. If you don't speak exactly about the right thing, you miss them. They don't get attracted to you. Yes. And that was for me a very interesting insight.
Absolutely. That's the whole purpose of this positioning. Because when you're positioned perfectly like you are now, selling becomes really, really easy. Nice. Really super proud. Thank you very much for sharing this with us. Any final words to the audience or tips that you would like to share?
Well, it's worth not giving up and searching really for the right thing and making this effort, because I was near to giving up before doing it, because I thought, I've tried so many different things, it will never work out. I'm out of energy. I don't know what to do anymore. And finally, no, I didn't go into the right direction. I just tried out probably the wrong things before. So here I have now the feeling I'm on the right track. And as long as I stay behind that and really work on this every single day and move it forward, it will work out. And that is a completely different feeling than I had before.
Yes. 100%. And you validated it with the market. It's not something you and I, we just cook it up, but the market is actually willing to pay for it. 4 out of 5. And this is just the start.
Yeah.
Well
Exactly.
done. Super proud. Thank you very much, Ulrike.
Yeah, thank you, Natalie.